Okay, we got to do this because of gravel. Because of gravel. Crumb. Hey Pat, it's Midnight Designer, and we are back playing 7 days today. And in our last episode, we engaged the day 35 horde in glorious combat. And now it is day 36. And it has been a very long time since I made my last episode. So I thought we would take a little time in this adventure to just hang out and chat about this and that. And, well, I should tell you the plan for this episode is one of the things that we got during the Day 35 Horde was a map day treasure. And so what I thought we could do is we could go diggy diggy, hole hole, and check out the treasure. So that is what we're going to do in this episode, and just chat for a little bit, let you know, get you up to speed on what is going on. There's zombie. Can I get him? Wow, I just like literally rolled into him. Alright, anyway, so where you been, Midnight? Well, first of all, let me tell you, everybody is fine. Mrs. Designer is fine. Cheatham and Pixel Gymnast are fine. And I'm fine. And we are all fine together. And we all live in the same house. And so everything's fine. But after the election, there were some consequences, if you will, with regard to what I thought was going to be happening for me in terms of promotions and increases in income and things of that nature. Not necessarily because of the results of the election, but just because of how the party just kind of tanked a little in my fair county. Those are not going to occur. So as a result, the designer household has taken what you might call a financial setback, which is being kind, because it was a pretty significant hit. You know, when you kind of plan sort of medium and long term that income is going to be this and that, and it is neither. Wait, was I supposed to turn? Excuse me, fat man, Carl. Wait, hold on, zombies. Is it down this road? Or yeah, it is down the first road. I thought it was down the second road, but the second road actually goes places. So as a result of the you know, you make your plans, you think, okay, well in 6 months this is gonna happen. And this other thing, are you, oh, dang it, if you were a rabbit, I would kill you. And since you're a chicken, I would still kill you. But I'll kill you old school. Beep, beep, beep. Alright, so. Good job. You're very good performance. It's very good performance. So that wasn't going to happen. So I get hit with this news the day before Thanksgiving, right? Thanksgiving Eve, I am hit with, gee, Mr. Designer, you know, these things aren't going to happen for you. All right, now this area is Bizarro World, so we are going to have to negotiate our way, and it may be side saddling up this away. Because as you may recall, actually I think I explored this in a live stream. This road just kind of ends. That road that is to the right of me. Whoa! That was here. Let's Yeah, see, it just kind of ends. Right there. So what was I saying? Right. So as a result, we get this news the day before Thanksgiving, and we were a little devastated, to say the least, because not that we had counted our chickens before when they were hatched, but this was sort of our last off ramp in terms of improving our current situation. Now, I believe there's a giant cliff here. Is that true? That is true. It's a very giant cliff. It's very giant. But I brought some blocks. Now, the question becomes, can I hang... Oh, it's so spooky. I do not want to die. I do not want to die. Whoa. Okay, so now it should just be a function of building a little stairway, right? It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So as a result of this news, Mrs. Designer and I had to have a series of what we would call family meetings to discuss how we're going to improvise, adapt, and overcome. So we had to have some serious discussions about, changing the way that we educate our children, changing what, Mrs. Designer's career, looking at, do I stop my sort of easier government employment and go back to private practice, which means a lot less time with the family, a lot less time with you? Do I instead get a second job, just kind of some minimum wage thing to like supplement, like in evenings, weekends, because I would love to get back like into restaurants and just cook, because I mean, I grew up, that's what I did. I was in restaurants like through college and even a little through law school. I was a bartender for a while, but that kind of stuff, oh man, that's great work. You don't think so when you're doing it, but trust me, it is. Compared to like carrying stress around with an office gig where the work never, there's no edge to your work, and you're constantly like bringing it home with you and bringing the anxiety and the stress and all that. When you have a job where you can just leave it there at the end of the day, I mean, that is remarkably, like, for mental health is remarkable. It's so great when you can have that opportunity. And, when I would, work in the kitchen or tend bar or whatever, I mean, those jobs are just so, just incredibly healthy, like mentally. Unless you've got like a bad situation or whatever, at which point it is not. What if I should do 4 out? Kind of feeling 4. I'm gonna be driving a mini bike, not very well. Yeah, we got plenty. We're gonna have plenty of frames for days. So at any rate, so Mrs. Designer and I were like trying to have these conversations about, how are we going to survive? Because we could not continue. We simply could not continue in the current sitch, because we were sort of upside down And we don't live extravagantly. You know, our cars are paid off, and we have like one credit card. We don't have a bunch of, as you can see from the about page on the YouTube channel, I do not have a ridiculously fancy computer. You know, we don't have a lot of stuff, but we have enough, and we have each other, so it's all cool. And I'm not complaining, not by a country mile, but but we were still, even because Mrs. Designer stayed home and was a homeschooling mom, first for both cheated. What? Oh wait, really? Are we gonna have to do like this? It's cool. If we have to do that, we have to do that. It's no problem. Okay, we got to do this because of gravel. Because of gravel. Oh, crumb. Okay. Well, I did not account for gravelings. And what do I have? Do I have sprain or break? Do I have sprain or break? Where is... I'm not carrying anything. Oh, I am carrying something that smells. Is that why I broke my ankle? Broken leg, 2 hours. Crumb. Alright, alright. So, you know, when Pixel got into a really, really good school, then she sort of went to do her thing at the school, and then we were just homeschooling Cheatham. And so now we're kind of like, all right, that doesn't seem like that's going to work for us anymore, because you know, because Mrs. Designer is going to have to go out and do some work. So we're sort of making that transition, starting with like part-time. All right, let's see. How do we address this? So this is stone here. So I'm thinking, what if we, let's see here. So if we went like around it, maybe? Huh. Because I think that is gravel. Because we got plenty of wall. Am I right? And then just sort of like this. All right, well, anyway, back to my story. I will tell you this, and this is the truth. Absolutely. I don't lie to you anyway, but sometimes I say that for emphasis, not to assure you that in other times I have been false with you. It was never on the table that I would stop making videos. Never, not even a little bit. It was on the table that maybe we were going to cut back on them, but it was never on the table that videos would stop. So, so that was the thing with that. So that is where I have been, sort of managing all of that crisis and nonsense, trying to figure out, you know, how are we going to lead our family going forward. And in addition to that, I am very, very busy at my job. A lot of people's jobs kind of slow down at the end of the year. Mine is just the opposite. Because for those of you who do not know, I am an attorney. And I am an attorney in a government job working in the courts, the appellate court system. And one of the things I did about 10 years ago was I decided that one of the things that the court could do as a service sort of to the legal community would be if we hosted education seminars for attorneys, because for those of you who do not know, attorneys need so many hours of continuing education every 2 years, at least in Ohio. Well, everybody needs it. It just varies by like reporting time and amount of hours. But you know, all the attorneys need these continuing legal education hours, and the county was hit with a pretty significant budget shortfall, and so one of the things that they were going to cut were the reimbursement for these seminars for government attorneys. So you know, and you know, government attorneys do not make a lot of money, contrary to what you may think. Like prosecutors, public defenders, they don't make a lot of money, and making them pay this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, because each class could cost you $200, and you would need to take, say, 10 every 2 years. So, let's see. Am I gonna have the same problem on the dirt that I did with the gravel? I wonder. Do I need to like embed these like one into the earth? Let's see here. Maybe what I should do is, oh, that's an easy way. That's a thing to remember not to do. So let's do this. Because I believe we were still in the Stone Age on this level. And can we just dig our way up? So at any rate, about 10 years ago, I decided, hey, you know what we could do? We could offer, because of the court's resources and whatnot, we could offer free seminars to attorneys and give them the opportunity to meet their requirements and stuff, and help the county out because they won't have to pay for stuff, and help everybody. So I took it upon myself to create these seminars and to set them up, and so for the past 10 years I have done those, and I get the speakers and I line up the place and do all the stuff, and I have to do it in such a way that it remains free, because otherwise, you know, what's the point? So this is the time of year, since reporting is at the end of the year. This is the time of year where things get hectic, and I have 3 seminars going. We just did one Tuesday, and there's another one today, Thursday, and another one next Tuesday, blip, blip, blip. And those are attended by like 250 people each. And so as a result of that, there's a lot of like logistical stuff, and it's pretty crazy. So my whole like this week and next have been ridiculous, and will likely continue to be so. So this is stone. Cool. So that is why. So for those 2 reasons, like the financial hits we've taken and all the stuff that with the busyness, it's just been crazy. And I have been missed just being able to get on here and play and have fun and hang out with you. I've definitely for sure missed the live streams. I mean, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. I have missed them for sure, but I'm going to actually continue to miss them, at least tonight, because Pixel is having her school Christmas or holiday performance at school, which is, I guess, where they do all school performances. So I will not be available to live stream tonight, but we will be back live streaming Saturday morning. But I'm thinking I know that we talked about moving the evening live streams to 8 to 11 instead of 9 to 12. Oh, am I hot? Hey, I brought my poncho and my skirt just in case I'd get hot. Now I'm super hot. Now I'm a hot mess. Oh, I had shorts on. I wonder, is it better? Is shorts better? These are nearly perfect shorts. I feel like I should wear those, but with the poncho and skirt and my FUBAR presentation, I am quite fetching. You can't even tell I'm wearing a skirt. What is the point? Where? 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 Yeah, it didn't matter. I could go ahead and make my splint though. That would be smart. That would be smart. So anyway, like I was saying, because in the same way that I thought, maybe adjusting the time with the evening streams might be smart for just surviving the process and not burning out. I'm thinking that going 7 to 9 or 7 to 10 instead of what the 6 to 9 that we do now. I'm thinking that might be a good idea. Just because, well, I mean, it's hard to wake up at 4:30 in the morning and get ready and live stream and all that stuff. So, all right. So, I'm kind of excited about this. Let's see here. I feel like we should have some kind of brace against nonsense so that we don't fall off. I think in particular here, I mean, once we get to this point, we should be able, okay, just to hug the wall. And obviously we got to rampify it, and I will do that off camera. Okay, I'm going to assume if I get to this point, and let us not pick up any of these, because I don't think I brought a hammer or anything to nail these down. So I will do that also off camera. All right. Whoa! Oh! One does not realize, like, I did not realize, it did not occur to me that we would get air out of that. So let's hug the wall. Yeah, it did not occur to me that we would get air out of that ramp. That could have been. So we will definitely need to make that part at least too high. And we will probably have to, since I don't want to bother to do, I can't be bothered to do the math to figure out like how much of that will be supported. I will, we'll put a couple pillars up just to be safe. All right, so where are we on the map? We need to, first of all, let us be able to find our bike. And now let us sally forth. Now we have maxed out our looking for treasure. So when this thing lights up, we should be able to just, we should be able to just zombie. So yeah, other than, funny, another treasure map. So other than like tonight, where I will be at Pixel Gymnast concert, we will be back on the live stream schedule. So looking forward to that on Saturday. So let us dig up this treasure, and I believe I have let you know everything that I wanted to. I have explained where I have been. I have talked about where we are going. So, what more could you want? Except treasure. Let's get treasure. Oh, and if you notice, like in my inventory, I brought a bunch of stuff that I had wanted to sell because my thought was that we would hit the trader after this. Oh, that was fast. Oh, doggy. Now, let's see, what do we got? Sniper rifle barrel. We got a bunch of money. We got some 9mm rounds. We got some silver nuggets. We don't need 910 dirt. We got some gold nuggets. And we will trade you for you. That was a pretty nice haul. Bye-bye. That was awesome. Very nice. All right. Well, we have had a very long conversation. We have built a very long ramp, and we have found some very good treasure. So, in the next episode, we will head to the trader and see what the trader has to say about all our success in life. But until then, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to start a conversation, why don't you start one? Where? In the comment section below. We're back at it, Pat. Doing our thing that we love to do. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.